want to learn how to skate a skate park, right? Because all your friends go to the skate park and you're the one staying back home because you're too shy to show up to the park because you don't know what to do. You might have some skill, but you just don't know what to do. So what we're going to be going over is just tricks that you can do. Beginners. This is for beginners to intermediate. And I'm not really going to go into full detail on how to do these tricks. Just going to go over a quick recap. Basically like top 10 tricks for beginners. So if you haven't checked that out, check it out. I'll put a card somewhere up here. So let's get into these tricks and the obstacles that you'll be skating today or whenever you go to the park. Alright, so the first obstacle we'll be going over, I don't know if we'll do top 5 or top 10, depending on how much we go through. So I guess we'll call this section the hip/bank. And what the hip is, basically this. A lot of parks have them. You'll know it's a hip when it's like basically half of a pyramid. And basically what a hip is, it's kind of like a launch ramp, so you're kind of launching into like another side. So you always see people doing like backside flips, frontside flips, and the reason they're easier on this is because if you think about it, you're like the hip helps you because you're only going 90 basically. So when you're going for like a 180, you're already turning and you're going off that way. So you start here, basically you end up over there. See what I mean? So you start off on one side, end over on the other. So that's the hip. And then here's the bank. The bank, self-explanatory. I mean, you go up, do a trick, come back down. But a lot of people go over these because they don't, it just looks really weird and confusing and they don't realize how easy it is to skate. Like I remember when I first started skating hips, all I had was Ollies and backside 180s, but now I got like more tricks. So there's that, and I'll show a few examples of some tricks. So depending on if you're goofy or regular, you'll have to skate coming at it from a certain side, because I'm goofy and if I want to do a front 180, I'd hit it from this side. Or I mean, sometimes it doesn't really matter because sometimes people alley-oop the tricks, you'll see. So if you're not goofy, then watching these examples might not really help, but if you are, it'll help. But either way, it's the same thing. So let's get into some of the easiest tricks to do. So the ollie, really easy. You can hit it coming from this side, that side. It's really easy. Basically, you're going from point A to point B, and there's really no impact depending on how high you ollie. So for starters, I'd say hit it from like somewhere down here, and where you really want to work your way up towards is hitting it from up here. So I'll give you an example of like a starter ollie real quick. Alright, so as you just saw, I did the ollie somewhere around here, and it was more of a rocket ollie, and that's just to show that you don't really have to try that hard. And how you want to think of this is basically you're just skating flat ground at an angle. So just do a normal flat ground ollie as you're going up, and just expect to come back down with somewhat of impact. And once you get the hang of the baby ollie, you move up this way. The higher up you go, the better it looks and the more lift you get. So I'd say just lean back a little bit because you're going up, and pop hard, and make sure you really level it out, because if you don't level out, you're gonna be going rocky, and see how that's a problem. So when you go, you pop, you're gonna get that good launch, slide the foot out so it bones, and you're gonna come back down somewhere around here. So there's that. So make sure you get a good amount of speed, lean back, make sure you pop hard, slide your foot so you don't popsicle yourself, and you're just gonna be coming back down. For 180s on hips, like I said, just treat it as it's flat ground. And if anything, it's helping you. So if you're having a problem where you can't do your 180s the full way, this can help you. So I'd say first ollie it, and once you're comfortable with that, try to 180 it. So go at it, throw the 180, and then you're gonna come down switch, but it's not really hard, so you'll be coming down this way. And really, like, look, so you're starting off, so I'm goofy, so I'm going up it like this, and then when you 180, you're just turning, you're like this. So this is basically a 90 180. It's not even a 180, and it would count. And if anything, it kind of helps. The more you turn open, it's more of a 180. So there's that. I'll play the clip so you can see it and study it. And beginners, I know a lot of people when they're first starting off, they get front 180s. So here, there's that. So that's how you skate that. Now let's get into the bank. So for the bank, it's
kind of however you want to skate it.
no complies, flat ground tricks, whatever you want to do to get weird with it. So you just come up to it and you just do whatever tricks. So 180, pop shove it's. I'm not really gonna go into detail on this because I mean, come on, you're still going straight. You're just going up. It's flat ground. So there's that. And just expect that if you do a trick that flips, shoves, and you're still like in the same position as you roll up, you're gonna come back down, switch, I think. And if you do a 180, you're gonna come back down regular. If you do it in your regular stance at least. So I'll just play a clip of me doing a 180 and a shove it trick, so that way you guys know what it looks like. Because it's really self-explanatory. You're just leaning back. So there's that. Alright, basic 50-50s. A lot of people are scared. Why are people scared to do a 50? I don't know. I mean, I guess if it's a high ledge, people are scared, but really it's easier than it looks. So basically, if you're too scared and you don't think you can get up to it, I'd say if you have a spot like this or an obstacle like this, ollie up it first. If you can ollie up it, you can get up to 50 it. So for the 50, get into your normal ollie position, whatever you're cool with. I do my ollies like this. And you don't want to roll up at a crazy angle because you're going to hit it. And if you try to ollie up it at an angle, you see, this is the problem too. They get on and the back truck locks in and you kind of start grinding and you turn. So now you know why that happens, because you're going too much at an angle. So I'd say not super parallel, but at a slight angle. So I'd say when I go to hit it, I'm going at like this much of an angle, and when I get on, ollie up, try to dive either your front or both trucks into this, and you'll feel it happen naturally. Like as soon as you're above it and you place your feet down, you naturally lock in. And you want to do this trick with speed, not too much, you know, but so that way you stay on and you come off. And I'd say when you're first learning them, don't hit it towards the beginning of it. I'd say more towards the ending, so that way you kind of just get on, get right off. And to get off, you put all your weight in the back. Not a manual, but just lift, and then you come off. And there's that. So there's the 50-50. I'll do a quick demonstration of it. 50-50 for one is one trick, but a lot of people, what they skip over, if you have 50-50s, you need to try this trick. So what we're going to be going over is 50-50 to front board. So you'll be going 50, right? And once you get to the end, you shift your body weight, and it slides and you bring it back down. And that looks like this. So basically you get on, you hold the 50, say these are my legs. So once you're about here, you shift your body weight to front board. So with your legs and weight, you move the board to go this way. And if you saw, that wasn't really my best one. I kind of tapped, so you can see how easy it is. You don't really slide for that long. So you're going, and then you shift, and it kind of looks like this. And then you go back to regular. So that's that. So I'll show you one. I'll see if I can do it while I'm not moving. So you're up here, right? And I'd say as soon as you're about here, you can kind of have your feet in the pocket to move it to front board, I'd say, and see how it moves there. So I guess you could practice that, but trust me, it's way easier while you're moving because you have that momentum. Because you saw how it kind of got stuck. When you're moving, you have the momentum to bring it back. And how you bring it back, when you're in this position and you're standing, you just kind of use your weight again to move it back. So that's that. Alright, so the drop in, a lot of people, beginners, intermediate, I remember not that long ago, I was scared to do it, and it really helps because, I mean, at some places, like this shitty park that we have, in order to hit the stairs, you gotta drop in. So basically what I'm trying to say, drop in can be important. I'm not saying learn vert tricks, but drop in can be useful. So basically, tail locked in, and weight all on this foot as for now. And then you hover your front foot, you hover it, you don't place it down until you're ready, you hover it over the front bolts, I'd say the bottom bolts, And then what you want to do, lean forward, don't stomp, because a lot of people say stomp down. Don't stomp down, because if you're not ready and it's your first time, you're going down. So lean in slowly, have your weight forward. Have your weight forward as you're going in, and you won't die. Because if you lean back, you're obviously going to go into manual, and since it's like caved in, you're going to shoot out. And that's what happens to us. So look, basically, all weight on the back, and when you're ready, you hover it. You don't place it down, you hover it until you're ready. All your weight's towards the front. And if you see, if all your weight's over here, you're going to be safe. As is to, if all your weight's back here and you drop in, you see how that's a problem? You're gonna manual all the way down, and since you're obviously heavier than my hand, you're gonna shoot out. So there's the drop in. Hopefully that was easy enough to comprehend, you know what I was saying? Alright, so I think that's it for now. We're low on storage, so if you guys want to see another video, leave comments, likes, and we'll get into more advanced, maybe throw in some beginner tricks for the next video. So just show us that you want to learn, because we're out of memory, so we're gonna have to cut this one quick. I don't know if that was 5, maybe 5, but if you want to see more, leave it in the comments. Show this video some love. So alright, we're out.